Willkommen zurück auf deinem Nexus. Heute starten wir ein Spiel, das nicht nur in die Kategorie Verstören fällt, sondern auch auf dem Index stand. Ganze 25 Jahre. War Harvester in Deutschland verboten? Und ganz ehrlich, glaube ich verstehe warum. Bin gespannt, mit euch in diesen bizarren Albtraum der 90er abzutauchen. Setzt euch, macht es euch bequem. Wir betreten jetzt eine Welt, in der gar nichts stimmt. Aus. Ja. Victoria und Gepäck Night habe ich das Spiel nie gespielt. Mein erstes Mal. Wer von euch das schon mal gespielt hat, schreibt bitte mal in die Kommentare, wie es so ist, ob es wirklich so blutig ist. Gut, also, das scheint unser Schlafzimmer zu sein. So, also unser Schlafzimmer. Okay.
What?
Du
Leave
bist
me alone,
wer?
Steve, or I'll tell Mom on you.
Wahrscheinlich unser Bruder, ne?
Mom's in the kitchen, and if you bug me, I'll call her.
Look, I just... Do you know me?
Wish I didn't, 'cause then you wouldn't be my brother, and I'd have your room, and all the presents at Christmas. Though I will soon enough anyway, 'cause you're a lousy rat.
You're my brother.
No duh.
Listen, I don't mean to, bug you, but I can't seem to remember anything. Will you please just tell me who you are?
Mom, Steve is bugging me.
Steve, leave Hank alone right now.
Der hat mich eine lausige
Climb
Ratte
wreck.
genannt.
What did I do to you?
You went and got all mushy on that girl, and now you're lighting out on me. Well, if that's the way you're gonna be, then you can drop dead.
Oha.
I don't know what girl you're talking about.
All
Nee.
summer, it's been Stephanie this and Stephanie that, and now you don't remember? You think I'm dumb or something?
No, I just can't remember anything, like I said.
Well, you better remember quick, 'cause the wedding's in 2 weeks.
What?
Leave me alone so I can watch TV. I said I don't want to talk about her anymore.
That's a weird-looking television. Come to think of it, this whole place looks totally retro.
What do you mean retro? All TVs look alike.
Sure, basically. But this is one old-fashioned clunker.
Old-fashioned? It's brand new.
Yeah, but look at the tube. Where's the remote control?
What's that?
Now that I think about it, I can't remember.
And what was that you said about retro rockets?
No, retro. It means... Oh man, I know what I mean. That everything here is wrong. But I can't picture the difference.
Then shut up and quit bugging me. I'm watching my terrible show.
Also wir sind
Have
in
you
den
noticed that your show is in
50ern
black and white?
What else? Color? On a TV?
zum
Oh,
Beispiel.
I think I've seen a color television before.
Have not. Quit it or I'm gonna tell.
Hey, look at that. Your mother lets you watch this stuff?
Sure. This is part of history. What made America great. And besides, blood and guts are needed. Well, you can't stop me, so leave me alone. Or else.
Have you noticed that your show is in black and white?
What else?
Well,
Have not.
Hey, look at that.
Sure. What made it? And besides, I'm glad you're catching on, Steve. You're not too bad for a lousy rat. Good. Finally.
Ja, so unfreundlich wie du bist. Ah, das ist wahrscheinlich unsere Mom. Hi, Mom. Kann ich
Well,
mit dir
hello
reden?
there. How about some cookies? There's plenty of rejects in the trash.
Ah,
Who
na
are you?
klar.
That's a fine way to talk to your mother.
You're my mother?
That's right. Though sometimes I get treated like the hired help around here.
I don't remember you.
Of course you don't. Until you need your socks washed.
No, you don't understand. I can't remember where I am or even who I am.
Man's sake, stop your joshing, won't you? Honestly, Steve, I thought you'd grow up a little after graduation. I only hope that new job will plant your feet on the ground.
So that's my name.
Steve.
Your name will be M.U.D. Mud if you don't stop teasing me, young man.
Listen, this may sound strange, but I've lost my memory. Do you believe me?
Well, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious.
Sure, and next you'll be telling me you don't remember Hank and your little sister.
Oh, ihre Sister haben wir auch noch. Ach, die liegt da im Bett. Das haben wir gar nicht gesehen.
When did I graduate?
4 months ago, as if you could forget that.
What
Er
college?
sieht doch viel älter aus, oder?
A high school diploma is all you need to get a job. And besides, you can't marry Stephanie if you're going to waste your time going to college. 18
Das
years
ist
old and you're
Zeitverschwendung,
just
zu
now
College
getting
zu
your
gehen?
first job.
Okay.
It's a disgrace, but better late than never. I guess we can thank Stephanie for that.
And
Stephanie.
just who is Stephanie?
Yeah.
Don't you dare toy with that sweet girl. If you start in on her with all this amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding.
Wedding.
Look, all this talk about weddings is nuts. I'm not marrying anybody till I figure out what's going on here.
First, the
Yeah.
heartbreak of
Guter Plan.
psoriasis, and now this.
Erstmal rausfinden, was los ist, ne?
Weeks before the wedding and you're backing out. Whatever will the neighbors think?
I can't marry someone I don't even know.
Fine, have it your way, but leave me out of it. If you're going to break Stephanie's heart, you march right next door and do it yourself.
Ah, davon spricht doch gar keiner.
Note.
Ich hab nur gesagt, ich heirate jetzt erstmal nicht.
Fiance? This is insane.
Oh, you're not having second thoughts about marrying Stephanie? Is that what this silliness is all about? Pre-wedding jitters?
Can something like that produce amnesia?
Stop this foolishness right now and count your blessings. Stephanie is great at cooking and cleaning.
Super. Genau darauf kam es in den 50er
And
Jahren
just
auch an,
who
ne?
is Stephanie?
Don't you
Dass
dare
er als
toy
Frau
with that
super
sweet girl.
bis in
If you start
Cooking
in on her
und
with all this
Cleaning.
amnesia poop, she'll think her fiancé is having second thoughts about the wedding. Don't forget to put the papers out for Jimmy. You know how he gets.
Moment, ich wollte noch mal ins Zimmer zurück. Hier irgendwas noch rumliegt. Oh. Okay. Ah, das ist der Health-Indikator. Okay.
Hey, Steve, I'm Jimmy James. Remember me?
I guess not.
Nö.
Hey, how come you haven't been putting the paper out for me in the morning? Yeah? Well, try to remember, will ya? How'd you expect a working Joe to make an honest living? You don't put the paper out, I'm out of a job.
So what? You don't get paid for picking up papers anyway.
The Sentinel building burnt down. What the heck else am I supposed to do? Listen, start putting that paper out and everything will be jake, okay? That's all I want. That and a pair of sneakers. Walking this route every day has worn holes in mine. Say, you got any spare sneakers? Whoa, that's great. Maybe we could trade.
What could you give me?
You know Miss Whaley and Principal Harold down at the school? Well, I found out they're messing around with each other in the broom closet. I can tell you when they meet and trade you some keys that'll let you catch them red-handed. What do you say? Before I give away the keys, let me see those sneakers.
First the keys, then the sneakers.
Nuh-uh. If you're trying to pull a fast one on me, get it. You don't get the keys till I see the sneakers. And that's that. See you later, alligator.
Tja, vor auf der Wahl, Crocodile. Tja, das war also der Zeitungsjunge. Gehen wir mal zum General Store. Mal gucken, was da abgeht. The Handyman. Hey. Gucken wir mal in den Laden. Howdy.
Can I help you, dear?
Who are you?
This is Phelps General Store, so who would that make me? Maybe you need to go back to Dean Memorial and have Miss Whaley teach you about logic.
I'm fuzzy on a lot of things these days. My memory's gone.
Pshaw, you always were a kidder, Steve.
I'm serious, I need some help.
Well, they say a sharp blow to the head is a good thing for amnesia. In which case, I'd recommend Miss Whaley again. Then again, they say a good scare can jog the memory. In which case, I'd advise you to visit the Sergeant-at-Arms over at the lodge. That man gives me the willies. Speaking of willies, how's your father?
Don't know. Haven't seen him.
Care to
Ja,
buy
war
anything
nicht da,
today?
ne?
Just point to whatever you want. I'm a little hard of hearing.
Na klar. Was ist denn da passiert? Jetzt kommen die Außerirdischen oder was?
Please excuse the mess. They did wonders with the upstairs bedroom, but this garage defies color coordination.
Das klang aber nicht nett.
Hello, Steve. Let me introduce myself. I'm Sheriff Dwayne, and this here is
Dwayne.
Lewis.
Pleasure, I reckon.
Then we haven't met before?
Of course we have. But I heard about your alleged amnesia and figured I'd play along. I sure hope this is just a prank. And not the start of some insanity plea. Keep your nose clean, or you'll wind up in jail, and that's no place to hold a wedding.
Wer weiß, was passiert
And why
ist.
do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia bunk?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve.
Yeah, so everybody keeps telling me.
Boy, you need to stop all this funning and get serious. You've got a wedding coming up soon. Heck, you should be thinking about your career and about joining the lodge. Amnesia or no, you can't have forgotten you're about to marry the prettiest little thing in Harvest. I think you and Stephanie are perfect for each other. I just hope her father's disappointment doesn't spoil everything.
Das wird ja irgendeinen Grund haben.
Mr.
Dass
Potsdam
alles
wants to hold the
vergessen hat.
wedding in the lodge, but he'll never get in. Like all the rest, he's always hanging around the post office the first day of the month, waiting for Boyle to bring out that month's lodge applications. And there's always a long line, never enough applications to go around, and even if you do get an application, chances are you're right out of luck. You're called to the order and even less accepted. And Potsdam, well, they've turned him down so many times, unless he does something radical, he'll never get in.
Mhm.
Crime-wise, nothing much has happened in Harvest since the newspaper fire. Oh, sure. Every week or so, we get the odd transient dropping dead. But other than that, it gets pretty slow around here. Sure, you remember. The Sentinel building burned down about 6 months ago.
That's what I'm telling you, Sheriff. I don't remember anything. Why won't you believe I have amnesia?
Well, you've always been a kidder, Steve. Anyway, the
Ja,
fireman
das
said
ist so
the
nach
fire
dem
was
Motto,
caused
wer
by
einmal
arson.
lügt, den glaubt man nicht,
I
ne?
never caught the perp, though.
Merkt
But
man
we
direkt
found
so.
the gas can that was used. Yes, sirree, Bob. It's in the evidence room.
Loomis, that's classified. Darn it.
How many times you gonna have to tell me to keep my mouth shut, I wonder? Sorry, boss.
You've got the gas can in the evidence room? Did you dust it for prints?
You've been watching too much TV, Steve. Heck, who can make out all those curvy lines anyhow? No, it's sitting in there gathering dust, clean as the day we found it. Just in case I ever need a spare gas can. That case is closed, Steve. Why do you want to break your poor mama's heart with all this amnesia bunk?
I'm telling you the truth. Why won't anyone believe me?
Well, you've always been a...
Yeah, so...
Boy, I don't mind telling you, I'd never get anything done if not for the lodge's efforts. To join the Order of the Harvest Moon is the highest dream of everyone in Harvest.
Okay.
Like I said, unless you get an application on the first day of the month, you're generally out of luck. Stop by the post office and talk to Postmaster Boyle. You never know. He might have a spare application laying around.
Okay, dann machen wir
Stop
das.
on by any time, Steve.
Ja, dann gehen wir mal. Zum Post Office. Schauen wir mal, was da abgeht. Und ob der da ist, dieser Mr. Boyle. Yes.
Yes?
I need some help, Mr.
Postmaster
Boyle?
Boyle? What can I do for you today?
Yes, wollen wir?
Sorry,
Eine
youngster,
lunch
we're out of
application.
applications right now.
Come on, you must have one around here somewhere.
Well, I do have the master, but you can't write on that. And I only make copies once a month, on the button, regular as clockwork. It's not the effort, son. It's the principle. We must adhere to our standards. They're all that stand between civilization and chaos. I'm sorry, you'll just have to come back in a month, same as anyone else. And even then, I can't guarantee you'll get an application. The line is always long, and there are never enough to go around.
It's very important that I get in quickly.
That's what they all say. Postmaster Boyle, I'll just die if I don't get into the lodge. I can't make an exception, young man. It just wouldn't be right. Next time you post, don't forget the zip code.
Yes. Was ist denn da los? So ein Zwerg? Hallo? Ups. Ach, hier bitte. Das wollte ich eigentlich nicht. Okay, wir dürfen keine Zeugen hinterlassen.
Hello there, youngster. You see, them aliens I was telling you about? Well, they came back last night. Cut another crop circle in my south field.
How come I never seen none of them saucers, Clam?
Them aliens is wily, Pete. You don't cross the intergalactic void without learning a trick or two. You know what Pastor Ellie did? Yesterday, he gets an alarm system to protect his pole. Only he don't know how to rig it, so now it's all awry. Why, that barber's pole of his is his pride and joy. Brought it all the way over from Italy, wrapped all special-like. It ain't nothing but colored glass with some bulbs stuck up in it. But he thinks it's the be-all, end-all. Installed that alarm system just to protect it. Though who in tarnation would want to steal a worthless piece of junk like that? I don't know.
Maybe them aliens, Clam.
Oh, Pete, don't be ignorant. Them aliens don't give a fig for no colored glass. You think if they can build spaceships, they can't make a dadgum barber pole? Crazy hick don't know nothing about science. Pastor Ellie shelled out for an alarm system, all right, but he's too cheap to hire an electrician to hook her up. Dang idiot cross-wired it to the fire sprinkler, so now when the alarm goes off, it sets the sprinkler spraying.
Also,
Aliens looking for intelligent life ought to stay away from this shop, sure enough. Well, son, the ways of the alien is a specialized area of woodcraft unknown to all but the wiliest sportsman. What you gotta remember is, your average alien is smarter than your average human. So you gotta be extra careful building your blind if you want to bag one.
You hunt aliens.
Son, after nailing an alien, you can never go back to quail. What, you think you can get one of those at a swap meet? Line your blind with lead to fool their sensing machines. Lay real quiet and wait. Preferably in the woods around the nuclear base. Oh, they love messing around out there.
Why not wait outside your field, Clem? Wait for 'em to come a-carving.
Oh, they do their crop doodles with zap guns, you darn fool. Don't you know nothing? Besides, ain't no place to put the blind out in the field. Now, you listen to Clem Parsons if you want to tag an unearthly being. They cross the void, wondering what lies beyond, all the time not knowing that what awaits them is buckshot. Pastorelli's a funny sort. Foreigner, don't you know? He cuts hair pretty good, but he don't know spit about nothing else. You just ask him to hook up an alarm system if you need convincing.
Yeah.
Anytime, Steve.
Yeah. Howdy back, Mr.
Pete Swell, Steve. Don't you pull my old leg now. Change your mind about that aluminum siding?
What are you talking about?
I really think you should talk your father into buying some. He can afford it. And I can't stress enough the value of some really fine aluminum siding. Keeps it warm in the summer, cool in the winter, and it keeps out the sheep. Pastorelli ought to look into some, but I can't get him to understand a word I say. Steve, aluminum siding can't get a fair shake no more. Started when those firemen came to harvest, filling people's heads with newfangled notions like color coordination and interior design. You can paint aluminum, you know, if you want to. But even so, I can't seem to move it anymore. Not even to a rube like Pastorelli. Thank God for the plumbing. Well, I seen the end coming for the aluminum siding game, so I took a nail course and learned how to be a plumber. Now, there's a business that never lets up. You'd be surprised what people flush down the toilet. Nice to see you again, Steve.
So. Wobei, wir sind verhaftet worden. Oopsie.
What were you thinking? Attacking someone like that? With so many witnesses around? You'll have time to think about it, boy.
Oh, wow.
Somebody help me!
Also der Friseur war versehen, ne?
What do you people want from me?
Too late for that, boy. Ain't it, Sergeant?
Wer ist er?
Answers may only be found.
Wie spricht er mit Telepathie mit uns, oder was?
Alive to see them.
Ja, Hasen. Das hat ja gut angefangen. Wir sind Game Over auf dem elektrischen Stuhl gerichtet, direkt beim ersten Mal, nach keine Ahnung, gefühlten 5 Minuten. Ja. Ich Speicherdaten war jetzt natürlich auch noch nicht. Was denn auch, ne? Das hat ja gut angefangen. Tja, meine Hasen. Ich hoffe, The Harvester, der Einstieg hat euch gefallen. Auch wenn wir hingerichtet worden sind. Aber beim nächsten Mal machen wir das besser. Gut, dann denkt dran, bleibt mysteriös und passt auf euch auf.